Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video, we'll see how to protect SalesForce access through our service tunnels. In today's scenario, we have a client that I access through RDP and SalesForce access that we validate with Office 365 using the login ID. In this case, the user is Erica. Let's close the session. What we want to do in this lab is block access to SalesForce from any IP address. This is a feature that SalesForce itself provides. Within User Profiles, we can find the different profiles within SalesForce, and by editing each one of them, we can block IP addresses or allow only known IP addresses. Here, I'm only going to allow my IP address. To do that, we're going to see what my IP is. Here we have it, and I'm going to put it in the range of authorized IPs. Authorized IP. Let's save this configuration. This means that any user who is not at that IP address when trying to log in, the system will not allow them to log in. Here, it throws this message. However, in the management console, within the user itself, in this case Erica, if we scroll down we see the login attempts and we see that the restricted IP address and the source IP address of the network where that virtual machine is located appear here. Okay, let's configure a new service tunnel. We could use any other. I'm going to make a clean one just for this lab. Let's call it SalesForce. We add the network or connector that we're going to use, and at the bottom we're going to include a domain. That we're going to force to go through this tunnel for this service tunnel. We enter the host name. This is a SalesForce trial license. Yes, I guess that's why it has this name. We add a policy. In this case I'm going to add any, and I'm even going to set it to permissive. You know, a permissive policy means that it is assigned, but it's not applied. And we could also launch the service tunnel autologin. We save it and return to the initial login page, which is this. It's the same URL that we accessed. And here we have the user Erica already logged in. What we are going to do is log out and force the login so that we can see the process. Once logged in, it effectively connects to the SalesForce. And we try to log in. Here we get an error again because obviously we have not entered the new source IP address in SalesForce. We refresh the user and we will see the bottom part again. The source IP address is this one, and we can copy it. And if we go back to configuration and edit the users, here standard user, sorry. We add this new IP address that we call Sony World. CS. Save. Now we have that authorized IP address, and therefore we enter with entry ID. The cookie is already there, and here we see that the user Erica has been able to access without any major problem. And with this we prevent our SalesForce from being used through any public IP address, and above all, we are also under the umbrella of any of the levels of trust that we require when establishing connections. Well, I hope that as always it has been useful to you, and, as you know, any comments can be made in the YouTube comments box. Thank you very much and see you next time.